Based on the number of you who expressed that you shit your pants when I featured an adorable little grass spider named Alfredo in a past vlog, I figured that I should warn you that the following clip features a much larger, less cute arachnid. If you identify as one of the shitted ones, consider this your warning and make your way to the following timestamp. Excuse me, sir, be cooperative, and you will survive. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, we're just gonna walk this way, Oh my God. Oh. Okay, now we need a flat thing that won't let us down. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, you are captured. Go! Oh, okay. Serious question right now, should I get a fanny pack? Because I'm just carrying way too much shit for these leggings to not have pockets. My only qualm with that is it'd be adding like more bulk to my waist, and we already are packing a lot, okay? I gotta shake all my stuff out for spiders now because I am infested. All of a sudden, just a plethora of spiders coming out of the woodworks. Normally I would equate this to it being close to fall. The weather's starting to cool down. They're trying to find a warm place to live. However, it has been record high heat in Colorado lately. Those bitches ain't cold, honestly, creeping me out. I normally don't mind spiders. They don't really bother me if they're not poisonous, but I don't like walking through webs. That's definitely been my biggest struggle lately, was the spiders. Well, aside from dreams. I don't know if you guys remember or not, I kind of briefly mentioned it in a video, but I have not dreamt anything in like maybe 2 years. I got on this antidepressant 2 years back and I stopped it, and just my dreams stopped as well. I honestly wasn't really sad about it because I used to have like super vivid dreams, really bad nightmares, night terrors, sleep paralysis. Something interesting, I started taking my ADHD medicine about a month ago. It's a super low dose of Concerta, like really low dose. Like I don't really even notice any differences in myself. But since I started taking that ADHD medicine, I've started dreaming again. And don't worry, I'm not gonna like tell you about my dreams because I know no one's interested in other people's dreams. It wasn't really a nightmare, it was just stuff from my past that I thought that I have already worked through. And apparently, my subconscious is just telling me that I have not. So I think I just am not really used to having dreams anymore. I don't really remember how to snap back from that, if you will. But regardless, we walked Douglas this morning. I'm feeling good now. We're gonna get in a leg workout and a plane's flying overhead. But I ended up going to that fitness system store that I bought all my gym equipment from, and I got the leg attachment to the bench. It's an awesome machine. I just wish everything just came together in one lump sum. But I digress. Let's work this legs and butt once I figure out how to attach the cables with this kit. Okay, this is a lot of little things. I'm not really sure if these are the right tools. I'm thinking no, the way it's kind of like stripping them. Okay, we're up and running and functional now. I didn't know I was gonna need tools for this, but we figured it out. Here's a riddle for you. What has 2 thumbs and does one sit and immediately has to poop? You can't see my other thumb because I'm holding up the camera. To be continued. Okay, let's spare you all some time and do a quick transition with editing magic to being fully ready for the day. If you guys remember a few videos back, I tried a bunch of TikTok recipes and I tried this sushi wrap that was freaking amazing. I feel like the wrap was not the superior format for that meal. I feel like the superior format is a bowl. So yeah, I really wanted to make that for lunch. However, I was missing something that was very important, which is a mango. Now, if you're sitting there thinking that a mango could easily just be left out, no. If you're not on that sweet and savory bandwagon, don't talk to me because it's important. So we absolutely cannot forego the mango. And thus we are driving to the grocery store. But you know when I'm never put in the situation of having to go into the grocery store to get a single ingredient is when I'm using Green Chef. And they just so happen to be the sponsor of today's video. You guys know them, we love them. They've been a longtime supporter of this channel. Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company that delivers delicious meals to your doorstep that support a wide variety of different lifestyles such as keto, paleo, vegetarian, vegan, all of that stuff. I personally save all my Green Chef meals for during the work week so I don't have to plan because I get off work, I'm tired, I don't want to think about things. I want ingredients, pre-portioned, easy to follow instructions, a recipe card with pictures, you know, simple. Easy, minimal effort on my part. Green Chef offers 9 different flavorful chef-curated recipes to choose from weekly within every single meal plan, and you can switch up meal plans whenever you like, making it as easy as possible to discover new delicious recipes. So if you want to try Green Chef for yourself and receive $100 off plus free shipping on your first box, you can go to greenchef.us/Beatrice100 and use code Beatrice100. Again, for $100 off plus free shipping on your first box, head on over to greenchef.us/Beatrice100 and use my code Beatrice100. Huge thank you to Green Chef for sponsoring this portion of the video. Can I just express to you a small little pet peeve I have really quickly? Because this woman just had the gall, the audacity, and the nerve to slap her shopping cart in the empty parking spot next to me, pointed directly at my vehicle, just waiting for the next gust of wind to come along, so it slaps into the side of my car, scratching my paint. And you don't understand, it wasn't like a situation where she didn't know what she was doing. She looked me directly in my eyeballs as she did it. She just dropped the mic, walked away. You know, just giving me the responsibility of taking this inside when I was only gonna get a mango. I was looking forward to not having a shopping cart. I'm mostly just kidding and being dramatic, but it does really annoy me. If you all wondered how stoicism was doing for me, it's not going well. Okay, so we got the mango and I went back to my house and then I realized that there were a bunch of construction vehicles and they were tearing up the sidewalk in front of my neighbor's house and they decided to block my driveway. And instead of dealing with that and trying to get people to move in order to park at the house that I pay for, I decided let's just go to Mother Michael's. Oh, you can't even see it. Is that in frame? Now it is. There's some art supplies I wanted to get anyway, and I don't want to like deal with that awkward interaction right now. I'm just not feeling it. So let's go in there and probably spend way more money than I planned to today. I'm genuinely trying right now to rack my brain and figure out what I need a mini potion vial for, and I don't think it's anything. But if I think it's something, I'll come back for you. This is one place I probably should have gotten a cart, but I didn't. Okay, we're finally home. The construction like cleared up super fast. I don't know. It looks like they just like broke up the concrete in front of their house and then went away. So that worked out perfectly. It rarely does. So when it does, we are thankful. However, lunch is turning into dinner. It's a little bit later now, and I'm gonna get this sushi rice going so we can make our sushi bowl and have a whole smorgasbord because I'm starting to get hungry. I recently found out that you're supposed to rinse your rice. Did not know that. And this rice also has to soak for like 30 minutes before cooking. So while that's happening, why don't we do a little bit of a Michael's haul? So first and foremost, we bought this tallywhacker. It's just a fake plant. I'm gonna put it in my kitchen because everything in that corner dies, and I really like the little splash of green there. And these little foam things that are really, really just asking to be pressed. Oh, so satisfying, but I'm resisting. This kind of looks real if you don't look at it too closely, right? And then from Safeway, I bought this little mini pumpkin or gourd, and I'm just letting you know that this is as decorative as I'm about to get for Halloween. I don't decorate for holidays. Fun fact about me. But in the same category of mini things, I also bought this little mini mason jar, and he's just adorable. I have no purpose for this other than the fact that it's cute, and I can't not grab a little cute container. It's funny because like I can't see the point in like decorating for holidays, but I will buy miniature things all freaking day that have no purpose. So you win some, you lose some. I also bought this candle purely for aesthetic. It kind of smells like booty hole, but it's red and it looks really good with this green couch. So whenever I get like a little credenza situation happening on the back of this couch, hopefully we'll do a whole video where I kind of make over this whole space. And the absolute last thing we bought from Michael's, and I honestly thought I bought more, but I guess I didn't, is this little bottle of ink. It's in this lilac color. I have a bunch of these, but just not in this color. And I want to do a project with them a little bit later on in this evening that has to do with like rebranding this channel. And it could be cool, it could not, I don't know, but I feel like it's time to like refresh everything. And honestly, it's a little bit embarrassing that I'm like coming on here like every week and I'm like, I'm a graphic designer and all my shit is bad. I don't know if any other graphic designers have this qualm, but it is the hardest thing to design for yourself and come up with a personal brand, you know, and commit to that. Because I didn't commit to that and I just kind of like threw something up and then it's just stayed this entire time, you know, that's my personal brand. I like look at it and I'm like, I need to change that like every single week when I edit videos, and I never do. But today we're gonna hopefully figure that out and do it. So for the past like year now, I've not been making thumbnails that were to the best of my ability. I've been not like really putting any effort into titles that were clickable. I kind of scaled back my content to just basically cater to the core audience that I already had. The people who would click on my video regardless if the thumbnail was completely blank. Honestly, that's like the best decision I ever made for my mental health. It really helped a lot. And it gave me time to like work on myself and still be able to document. But lately I've been doing a lot better and I've just been feeling like completely inspired to like start creating again and put my whole ass into it. But there's that little nugget of fear in the back of my head that's just like, oh God, but if you do that, that'd be an interesting video title. People will click that. I basically just want to get back to a point that I'm making content that I'm proud of again, and sharing all of the things that I want to share without like second guessing myself. For example, I weighed in this morning and I was super excited because, you know, things were going favorably. I'm taking steps in the right direction for the betterment of my health and wellness. And I've been going back and forth the entire day thinking about if I want to open that can of worms again, if I want to share that. When in reality, that's what this entire channel's been about, is documenting this process, the ups and downs, everything good and bad about it. And like, why am I scared right now to share good news? And I said it before, I will say it again, I will say it till I'm blue in the face because other people are trying to like push their narrative on me and make like the number on the scale something that it really isn't to me. To me, that number is just a data point. I use the scale as a tool. The initial number doesn't really matter. It's the change from week to week that I'm looking at, because then I look at that number and I reflect back on my week. I think of all the good decisions I made, the bad decisions that I made that resulted in that difference. And believe it or not, I'm actually using the scale to make sure that I'm not losing weight too quickly as well. It's not about just getting like huge numbers of difference. It's like making sure it's in a healthy range. For example, this past week, I lost about 6 pounds. And I realize that 6 pounds is a lot for me to lose in a week, but I'm not too worried about it because I mentioned last video that I was feeling bloated and stuff from, you know, just coming back from vacation and eating out constantly. And also this week I've been focusing on hydration, and I know like a lot of that was probably just water weight and bloat and all of that stuff, so I'm not really concerned about that number. However, I'm on a medication that decreases appetite, and also when I work out more, like the strength training and stuff, I'm not as hungry. So I also have to make sure that I'm getting an adequate amount of calories so I'm not just like withering away. So in the future, you know, if I see another huge loss and I realize that I'm not eating enough, that could clue me in to start eating more calorically dense foods and less volumetric eating to try to make sure that I'm doing stuff the healthy way. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense at all? I feel like I'm just on a rant right now, and it's probably like 3 o'clock and I haven't eaten lunch yet. So let's go do that. make this look aesthetically pleasing, but it kind of just looks like a pile of stuff with sauce on top, which is what it is, but I mean, whatever. I cut everything in these little matchsticks because I felt like it was the right move in my heart and soul. And we also made these little nori crackers, so that's delicious. It's so freaking good. I don't think you understand. I am so glad that I found this imitation crab. Like, honestly, it's just like whitefish that's somehow flavored to be like crab, but I'm not really sure what the macros are on this or anything, but I think that I'm gonna start tracking again. If not calories, I might just track like trying to hit like a protein goal or something. I'm not really sure yet. I did do one of those calorie calculator things the other day, and I was kind of surprised because it said I'm supposed to be eating 1,788 calories a day. And I was like, why is that so different than the number I got the first time? And then I realized that I made a very big mistake the first go round. I calculated my calories based on me like not exercising, because at the time I wasn't. You know, when I started initially, I didn't exercise. Like, I was like, I'm gonna add that in later. But then when I did add it in later, I never like revisited my calories. So I think it had me eating like 1,500 calories a day. And so this is a little bit of a PSA, because if you're someone who tracks calories, and I'm not saying that you should, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just saying that if you do, it's worth like revisiting periodically to make sure that you're eating adequate amount of food based on the activity that you do. Because I could have been having an extra 300 calories a day when I was like working out 5 times a week in my heyday. That's something substantial, something filling, you know what I mean? So just food for thought. Hello and welcome to the kitchen floor. If you hear licking sounds, that's just Doug finishing up his dinner. But we are going to do a little bit of an arts and crafts project and try to make some kind of cool design, like something that I want to use for like the branding of this channel, as far as like when the bongos play and like the end title screen and you know, everything else. I got my paintbrushes here and a bunch of these India inks in all different colors. This is the one I just bought. But basically what I'm thinking about doing is I have this little setup going on right here, just this like little pan of water, and then it's on just a white sheet of paper, and I'm gonna like release the ink in here just to make kind of like a cool dynamic background. Just basically something aesthetically pleasing and colorful. But yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna kind of experiment and see what happens and see if it's something that I want to use. We're probably gonna end up wasting a bit of art supplies today, but that's okay. It's all part of the process. It's cool because it kind of just sits on top of the water and some sinks below it. Okay, I have wasted enough ink right now. I think we have enough to work with. I don't know, but I'm kind of getting in that perfectionist mode, which is kind of stupid because this whole project, there's like no controlling it. It's like whatever happens, happens kind of thing. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we have enough footage. I've done it enough times to where something's got to work, right? I'm gonna work on this and hopefully by next video we have a whole new like little aesthetic thing going on. If not, then it didn't work. But anyways, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!